Welcome back, folks. I promised you I'd shortly be back with a couple of more videos. So this is the second of the Talismans in stock at the moment. So this one, would you believe it's 30 years young? Yes, I repeat, 30 years. 1992. It's the Talbot chassis, 2-litre petrol. I actually drove this back myself last week from South London and I've done 239 miles in it. It's fabulous. It just drives, starts on the button first thing. There's no vibrations, wobbles, no power steering, perfectly fine when you're driving it. Just a little bit tight, so you'd want 2 of your hands on the steering wheel if you're parking in a tight spot, but it does what it should do. This is just testament to the last owners. I think it's had 10 owners. In fact, I know it's had 10 owners. Are you going to be number 11? This is testament to the quality of Autosleeper and the last owners. This is just how it's arrived in stock. Normally we give them a wash or a valet. This is just as it is. Just a couple of little minor paint imperfections I'll show you shortly. But it's just incredible. The last owner has had a change of circumstances, so unfortunately he's put a new stripe on it all round. It's just fabulous. I can't rave enough about it. So we're coming down the passenger side. Petrol, so it's city compliant. And there is your gas bottle, so we've included your new 6 kilogram propane bottle. Incidentally, I had the habitation guy was just fixing a heater for me a couple of days ago, so I asked him, just give this a quick check over. He went right over it, he checked everything, tested everything. He said, I can't believe it, everything works just as it should be. There's no damp, of course, with the famous one-piece monocoque fiberglass body. All he said, I can actually give you a habitation certificate after servicing it. We're just changing the gas hose and the regulator, so he's done that and now issued it with a new habitation certificate. Simply incredible. Yeah, bodywork's just lovely. Perhaps you just, if you're fussy or you want to show it off, just a couple of little paint on the 2 handles. But again, being super critical. Coming round the back, so we've got the tow bar, we've got the sockets. We've got some Fiona, so you can put a bike rack on there. That's the bike rack. It's not included, it hasn't come with it, so a previous owner for whatever reason has removed it, but you've got the facility there. You've got the ladder. I've been on the roof, everything's as it should be, bone dry. For some reason the last owner has only cleaned about the front third, so he must have gotten step ladders and give up. So just this last section just wants a little bit of a clean, again being super fussy, but just in case you wish to have that carried out. Coming round the back, so on the rear corner of the driver's side you've got the Thetford cassette toilet. Everything's clean and sanitised, everything's as it should be. Sliding windows operate, all the windows, blinds, everything works. Fresh water, Carver Cascade hot water. We're working on gas. So yeah, all the doors are perfectly fine. It's got the original curtains. Tell you what, folks, let's go for a little drive. Okay, let's go for a little drive. Start her up. Starts on the button. Super quiet. Just to say, no power steering, but it's fairly light. It's not nothing that's going to cause a problem. Into second gear. All nice. That is very positive. The gearbox is smooth. The clutch is operational. So I've just covered 230. Oh, we're just going to trip round now to 240 pounds. I've covered it into third gear, and the gearbox is doing exactly what it should do. So we'll just turn right now onto the country lanes, get it up to the national speed limit. Good girl. And you consider this is 30 years old. Second gear now, 25 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour. Steering wheel's nice. Of course, I've said it before and I'll say it again, you won't be winning any races, but it'll do what it should do. Cruise is perfectly happy at 60-65 on the motorway. So I've just come around this corner here and then we should be able to I hope you enjoyed that little drive. So just showing you a couple of little paint imperfections. I've been super critical for its age. So you can see somewhere on the corner there, it's all solid. Doesn't appear to have any filler, but someone has painted that and it's reacted. So just something to be wary of. A little bit of bubbling on the front wheel arch and on the corner of the wing. I think there's a tiny little bit on the front wing and the corner of the, so the corner there, again it's all solid, but someone has just painted it, it's just had a little bit of a reaction. Tiny, this wing is lovely. Just a little bit here, again being fussy, and just a tiny little bit here on the front of the wing. It's incredible. I'll be happy to drive this anywhere in the country. In fact, I'm going to include a 3 delivery anywhere in the United Kingdom. It's on sale with no reserve, folks. I won't be ending the auction early. I never do. You can see me feedback. It'll be on sale, make no mistake about that, with no reserve, and I will include 3 delivery anywhere in the United Kingdom, and I'll personally drive it there. I'm that confident of it. Okay, let's get Dennis the drone flying over, and we'll do a flyover shot of the roof. Okay, Dennis, over to you. Okay, stepping inside. Thanks for that flyover and drone shot by Dennis the drone. So here we are. It is absolutely wonderful. This is really testament to the last owners as well as Autosleeper quality. So above the cab, we've got the double boarded mattress there. So set as that, it gives you extra headroom here if there's only 2 travellers, and then you could use that for your bedding space. Or just pull this top mattress into place here, and that creates a double bed. I don't think it's quite big enough for 2 adults. You get 1 adult diagonally, but certainly 2 teenagers or 2 children will be excited to be up there. It actually hasn't come with any ladders, but I'm sure I've got some ladders in stock, so I'll get you some ladders and I'll include a set of ladders in the sale. But yeah, it's easy to see why the Talisman is a very desirable model. So in this configuration, both seats captain swivel, and you can have it set up as bench seats, or these individually cushions split there, and then these can be 2 forward facing seats. At the moment you've got the 2 leg inserts there, so we put the 2 poles there, typical of Autosleeper. Everything is designed, it even has little clips here to be rattle free when driving. Look at that lovely little clip there, just all the things with the details. So those 2 tables then can be set up here. So obviously you can have 1 table there, 1 table there, or both together for a large table, or you can get a tripod conversion to put on one of the chrome bars or table legs as it were, and then you can use the table outside. But yeah, so in this configuration you've got the large side sofas, and this can be set up and bring these together, and this will make a large double bed. I'll show that on some extra pictures. I'll come out shortly, and with the wonders of editing I'll come back in and show you it's set up with these 2 forward facing seats, and then you've also got 2 extra inserts over here, so you can have 2 tables over there as required. There's 2 hidden lap belts underneath these. Well, I'm saying hidden, they're not very hidden. There they are. So you can have lap belts either side. Yeah, this does really drive well. Gear stick, nice and tight. Some of the earlier Talbots were a little bit random, a little bit loose. I would suggest that this has either had a gearbox linkage overhaul or something, but that is really firm and positive. No power steering. Drives fine when you're driving on the road, but just be wary of that. If you're a bit weak on the arms, as it were, just for parking, it can be, well, it hasn't got power steering, straightforward as that, but it's fine. Both hands on the steering wheel, it parks fine. I believe you can actually get an electric conversion power steering, so they put it on there and that converts it to power steering. Well, that's something for you to consider. It's got a Kenwood CD player, 87,000 miles. Just the condition is absolutely incredible, and everything works. I repeat, the habitation guy, he came to fix a heater for me on another camper van the other day. I said, oh, just give this a quick once over and check it over. He went over it and he said, I just can't believe it. He said, everything is working. The fridge on the gas, electric mains, all the lights, fluorescents, cupboards, it's bone dry, it's been tested for damp. And no surprises there, we've been the famous one-piece monocoque body. The heater's working, the central heating, the hot water's working on gas as well as on mains. The only thing he said was the gas hose pipe and regulator was out of date to conform to the latest regulations. So he's changed that and he's actually issued a habitation certificate. So it's had a habitation service and it's now got a new habitation certificate. Quite incredible when you think this vehicle's 30 years old. He was fascinated by the blinds. How positive, and everything just clicks into place exactly as it should be. All the original curtains. Yeah, this has been looked after. This really has. Lots of service history. I think the last service was at 86,000 miles 3 or 4 years ago. So you know what, I'll include an oil change and I'll stamp the book, and then you've got the full up-to-date service history. It runs like a dream. Now what, 239 miles, that's how many miles I've covered. I brought it back from South London up here to Nerd HQ in Lancashire. But yeah, it's just the words fail me. A few bits and bobs of accessories, bulbs, etc. Typical Autosleeper wood. Everything just click clunk. These cupboards, watch this, into place like that. Lift with one finger, back down, click, click. Everything's just as it came out of the factory. So 3-way fridge, and everything's working clean as it should be. Oh, the all-important wine cabinet. Oh, and he's left you some sherry glasses and wine glasses. Very straightforward habitation panel, on and off for the leisure battery. Large leisure battery under the engine, and that's been tested and is holding charge. And one button there for the water pump, and everything's working again. And a previous owner has added a cigarette lighter. So in other words, that will supply off the leisure battery. So you don't have to worry if you put a gadget in there, a phone or a laptop or whatever gadget you want to charge up. If you leave it overnight, it will only flatten the leisure battery. It's not going to interfere with the engine. Okay, let's have a look at the kitchen area. Wow. Just wow. This is quite incredible. The condition. Spot. More storage space under the kitchen sink. And everything just clicks into place, all the cupboards. Let's have a look in the wet room. Again, everything as it should be. Showers operational, vanity unit, drop down sink all working, nice and clean. Toilet, shower tray, yep, No cracks there, everything just as it should be. Toilet's been sanitised. Well, this is a pleasure to show this off. So I repeat, it's on sale with no reserve. There's no point in asking how much is the last price, how much I'm going on my holidays tomorrow when I need it. I don't do that. I honour my word. It will stay on the auction to the winning bidder. Sometimes they make a little bit less, sometimes they make a little bit more, but generally the market will decide. Okay, so I'll step outside now then, and with the wonders of editing, I'll show you with the seats in the second position. So stepping back inside with the wonders of editing, now showing you the 2 forward seats and side table configuration. Isn't that just wonderful? So you've got perfectly safe for 4 travellers now, 2 lap belts, forward facing seats. These tables can be left as is or removed for extra legroom, depending on how you choose. So a very flexible vehicle indeed. Okay then, thanks for watching. So we'll just do a recap outside. So this is a 1992 Talbot Autosleeper Talisman GL. 30 years young, on sale with no reserve. I'm well known for my love of Autosleepers. There's another Talisman that's just been sold, that's going to its new owner in Exeter next week. Another 2 Autosleeper symbols have just arrived. There's another Talisman, that'll be going on auction next. That's the new shape version, same style Talisman. Well, that has done 170,000 miles. Last owner of 20 years has used it for his everyday vehicle. So coming back, yeah, this is just lovely. Just a couple of little minor imperfections depending on your fussiness levels. This is just as it came in. Notice you've got 2 rear wheel trims and 2 front wheel trims, not quite matching. So the front wheel trims are matching and so are the back 2, but they're not matching either side, if that makes sense. So just those couple of little things. There's a little bit of bubbling just about to start on the front driver's wing. I think we'll forgive it there in the front corner of the wing. And it could do with a bit of a touching plate or paint or a little blowing on this side, but it's all solid, it's all there. And just a little bit starting on here, it's just peppered. I would suggest someone's painted it before and not done a very good job. It's all solid, it's all metal, but just the finish would require a finishing touches if you was a perfectionist or fussy like me. Yeah, so as I repeat, the last owner has cleaned it, polished it, and for some reason he's only cleaned the roof, as you've seen by the drone footage. He's decided to clean, he must have got scaffolding up, and he's cleaned the roof to about there. So from there backwards it could just do with a clean, but it's all there, it's all dry. So my name's Anthony Valentine, the Camper Nerd. You can contact me on 0798 526 1078. And I repeat, it's on sale with no reserve. I will not be ending the auction early. It's the 2 litre petrol. I've covered 239 miles in it myself, and I'm going to include in the sale price a free delivery anywhere in the United Kingdom. So I will deliver this myself after a £500 deposit. I can't see you being disappointed. So that will be included in the sale of the auction. Free delivery anywhere in the United Kingdom. I'm that confident of its description and its mechanicals, service history, the interior, the habitation. Everything's just as it should be, bar just a couple of minor imperfections on paintwork, which I think will forgive it for being 30 years young. Okay, thanks for watching, folks. I'll catch you on that next video, and hopefully it'll be that Autosleeper Talisman. Good luck in your bidding, folks.